Hi, and welcome to my Wi-Fi fingerprinting application here for my machine learning class at DePaul. I'm just going to take you through some of my main points here of how I developed this. First, I started off in Jupyter Notebooks. I used this area to basically choose my models, play around, make sure I know what I'm doing. This is all very new to me, so I was excited to even make something happen with this. So here I have taken in my data. I'm using, I use the KNN classifier, the naive Bayes classifier, and the decision tree classifier. I try these out on each one of my target values. We're going to be trying to target the building you are in and the floor you are on based on your Wi-Fi fingerprint. So these are intensity values of Wi-Fi signals. It's an alternative to GPS for indoor localization. So in this in my Jupyter Notebooks, I played around my models, scored and classified, made classification reports for each model, and chose my best one for each one. So to predict my building, I chose the decision tree classifier. Gave me the best precision, best accuracy. I did also to predict the floor. I ended up choosing the naive Bayes classifier. All of the scores for the classifications for the floor were quite low, so I just picked the best one. I know in the real world situation we would want much more than 50% accuracy on this, but for learning purposes and to see how this goes, I'm going to pick the highest one with the best percentage. And so what I did was I created a Flask application. So this is my first time using Python and getting a Flask app up and running. So I'm in PyCharm here, and I am using Anaconda 3. So I was able to import all my modules and use that as my interpreter for my PyCharm environment. Took me quite a long time to figure that out. So that's why I was able to easily import sklearn. That was one of the harder things to do coming from a pure raw environment. So Anaconda and PyCharm really helped me out in ease of development here once I figured that out. For the Flask app, I did download that module within Anaconda 3, and we're able to use those libraries here for this framework. I did want to use an MVC framework because what would be ideal here. I had some trouble extracting out the compute method for this, so I do have my controller and what would you say, models inside this app file. For the view of it, I do have this index.html file that will take us to the actual output of the application in the web browser. And then I have this uploads folder where I have a test, train, and valid folders to where I'm going to upload some of my data formats and upload them and be able to build some models and make some stuff happen. So I did, these data sets are in Kaggle. They're already split up into training and validation sets. That's great. And then I'm going to make my own test set as if I was an actual person. I don't have a live feed of Wi-Fi sensor data. So we're going to feed it as if I'm picking it up from my phone and see what happens. So here I am, I'm importing all my modules. I'm setting some variables, setting up my Flask application. I have my index here, but the first page we're going to go and show that index. I have setting up my configurations for uploading my files. So I do have, I'm still learning, Flask in general, so I'm sure there's a little bit more efficient way to do this, but I'm still learning here. So I have an area for upload my training set, validation data, my test data, and then I have this compute area down here with this run function where I'm going to go and read my files. I'm going to go prepare my training set. This is exactly what was in Python in my Jupyter notebooks, and I just copied it over into this run function after I selected the model that I wanted. I prepare my data here. I execute my decision tree for my building, and then I execute my naive Bayes classifier for my floor. I do a little manipulation, so if I'm on floor 0, I'm on the first floor. If I'm on floor 1, I'm on the second floor. So make it a little bit prettier there, and then I return these variables back out into my index page, where I can fill in the results here. So to get this up and running, I will do a fresh debug. I'm going to go and run the application now. Starting up. I'm going to open the application. Here we go. I'm going to upload my training data. I'm going to upload validation data. And then I'm going to create my test data set. So here I have an empty data set for my tests. I'm going to go and randomly pick one from my validation data. So let's see, so I'll go and copy this line right here. Let's see, so floor 1, building 2. I'm going to put that into my test. So we want to be on the second floor, building 2. So floor 1, building 2, which is the second floor, building 2. And go and act as if we don't know what those are. Save my data set. Yep. And then I am going to go and browse to that right there. Open it up. Upload that. And then I'm going to say, where am I? So now I'm going to go and upload my data sets to the program. I'm going to upload my training data. I'm going to upload my validation data. I'm going to upload my test I just made. And then I'm going to say, where am I? Run the application. We should see building second floor, building 2. See what it says. Second floor, building 2. There we go. Voila.